What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another highly combustible reaction. We're jumping into something. Hey, y'all know I spent 8 years of my life in Thailand, right here in this city that you're about to see a little something from. The Sanctuary of Truth. Absolutely one of the most magical buildings I've ever been in my life. It stands over 100 meters tall. It consists of Thai, Hindu, Buddhist, Chinese, Khmer, which is Cambodian, all these traditional images from inside there that pretty much it's like a Southeast Asia thing. Like everybody down there, it was based on the old kingdom of Ayutthaya in Siam, modern day Thailand now, from 1351 to 1767. And it's a lot of Buddhist and Hindu belief images on the wall. It's supposed to symbolize from life to death and like the rebirth and all of these things. A lot of people confuse it. A lot of people say, oh, it's a temple. A lot of people say, oh, it could be a monastery of some sort. It could be this, it could be that. It's kind of a living museum, if you will. The construction on it started in 1981, and it's not supposed to be finished until 2025, although the creator has sadly passed on and will not be able to see the completion of his idea. He's not going to get to see the final product. There's actually, as you go through it, there's still people in there with hammers going crazy, with saws, making different pictures. Like, it's just one of the most peaceful, magical places for a building, I think, that I've ever been in my life. If you guys enjoyed the video, definitely get over to show Will and Jose Travels some love. They got tons of great travel content on their channel. Shout out to Will and Jose for allowing us to go through and kind of show you guys a little piece of where I used to live. Let's see what we got. Let's go on a journey. Everything is that you see is wood.
Good morning. It's day 2 here in Pattaya. We are going to go ahead and spend the day exploring Pattaya surroundings. We're going to check out a couple of cool locations.
Day 3, actually.
Oh yeah, day 3.
Anyway,
sorry. So first we're going to go to the Sanctuary of Truth. So just hang tight, sit back, and just watch our journey there.
I miss my motorbike. That's Terminal 21, our newest mall.
Alright guys, we made it to the Sanctuary of Truth. Now we're just gonna go.
The Sanctuary of Truth is kind of a step outside of the city a little bit. It's a little bit of step up into the Wongama area of town, where it's a lot of retirees, a lot of people up there that just kind of want to live a slow life. Very, very quiet, peaceful part of town.
Park our bikes over here. Okay guys, so we just bought our ticket, and I guess apparently because of COVID, you have to do a tour.
Yeah, I guess it's their way of getting some revenue in. It's 500 baht per person, so we ended up paying 1,000 baht, which averages around like $20–25.
Now, there is one day of the year where you can get into the Sanctuary of Truth completely free. And there's a whole bunch of people there, and there's a whole bunch of monks there, and they're all around the building and they're taking alms and things like that. It's a that's the coolest time to go, when there's so many people there. It seems like such a powerful building. Or going by yourself can also be awesome, depending upon what you're there for.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a little bit more pricey than we thought. I guess we didn't do it.
It is a pricey thing.
They do have other options there. They were kind of rushing us to get out of there, so we didn't get to film like the attractions they have, which, mind you, like a speedboat, elephant trekking, something else. There's a few other things, but not available because of COVID, of course. But yeah, it was interesting. And again, because you're coming to a temple, make sure you have something to wrap around your legs. Yeah, we brought the wrong bag that had our serapes in it. So it looks like we're gonna be buying something to wear while we're inside.
The tourists go by the hour.
In every temple, every place like that in Thailand, it is very, very disrespectful to show up with bare arms and bare legs, and especially for females, they expect you to dress modestly, dress nicely, dress very appropriate for going to a religious place.
So make sure you get here on time, if not early, to book your spot. It's 20 people per tour. Right now, there might be some people ahead of us. We haven't seen any, but at the moment, it's just 2 of us for the 9 a.m. tour.
So I think we made it to the spot, but holy.
This is the most, like, I got chills right now. This is the most magical part of the whole thing. When you first walk up and you see the temple hybrid, it's more like a museum. From above, it's something else. It's something like you've never seen before.
Sawadee-kap. Oh my goodness. That is the most breathtaking temple
Breathtaking is a great word to use.
ever seen in my entire life. I have chills. And again, like we mentioned in our previous video, they have a little section here where you can rent either pants or a wrap, or you can buy them. $200 deposit to rent. But again, guys, this is massive. We didn't expect it to be this big.
When you're walking up on it, it doesn't seem like you're going anywhere. There's a whole spot from the ticket booth all the way to this first lookout point where it's just kind of things. There's horses, there's some statues, there's a tiger cage along the way. But it's just, you feel like, where am I going? And then you reach this spot, you're just like amazed. It's just a bewildering sight.
Our museum, Sanctuary of Truth, it was built 1981, not too old, 42 years old.
It's been being built for 40 something years.
It's still under construction until today, not finished yet. You can see also the 5 picture. We took a picture from the higher top. The first, a man holding the lotus, present strong intention to be good person and bring peace to our own society. Second, a woman holding the book, represents learning the truth of life from the past, so that we recognize no matter what we are where we from, everyone deserves the same treat and the same respect. We are human beings. Third, a man holding the elderly by hands, represent the generosity toward to others. Fourth, a woman holding the rice of petty, represent peace can start to ourselves first, and then we may become the role model to show each other and influence to them becoming a good people with a good intention. The last one, the topmost, the goddess on the horse with the flower in her hands, the symbol success from the 4 characters, which is the life purpose, and this is the key components to bring the world peace. So now the time to explore.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. And also when you go down, we have the helmet for you under construction.
Thank you.
This is one of the coolest little
Sawadee-kap.
bridge stairs ever through the forest.
Now you can join me for the information.
Yes.
So do you want to join with the information or just look and take photo?
No, all the information's the best. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you
That'd be
can
great.
join with me.
Thank you. What's your name?
Da.
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 Nice to meet you, Da.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Jose.
And Will. Nice to meet you.
Easy to yes. Nice to meet you too.
Thank
Easy
you.
to remember, no?
Yes.
One they just they use a chisel and the hammer like that.
Wow.
Like that. They made a small hole. They use a drill machine.
Okay.
Drill
Yes.
machine to the make a small hole to the easy to cut out like that.
Wow.
They don't want to use nails or some sector because near the sea, they worry about to rust. That's why they have.
The whole thing that you see is all put together in some very, very interesting woodworking ways, because they are literally on the ocean, right next to the ocean. the whole place. You can see the ocean right from the actual Sanctuary of Truth itself. Rust would destroy this 40 something years of rusty nails. So they have other ways to do it that she's getting ready to explain right now.
Snails or some sacro because near the sea, they worry about to rest. That's why they should to use wooden beam, wooden plank for everywhere. Okay, so you see, this building is the Sanctuary of Truth Museum. Construction started.
She said museum too.
Right now, 40 years already, no? But they're not yet complete state construction. When they complete, yes, and no one knows exactly about that. Yes, yes.
It's hard to describe what I'm feeling right now.
It's a great feeling.
The first time you go is seriously mind-boggling. Y'all got me getting kind of choked up. Thailand is a very, very special place to me.
Sanctuary of Truth was built as an appreciation for all philosophies, art, culture, and faith with the influence of Southeast Asian architecture. It is beautifully crafted in all wood and symbolizes unity and peace among all walks of life. Inside the sanctuary, we will learn more about the 7 truths and see why it's called Thailand's most beautiful wooden structure.
All society has good and bad mixed together. Yes, but finally good can win today.
There's even a wooden elevator for people with disabilities.
You can literally spend an entire day and not see every little thing. It's impossible. Oh my goodness.
The big face, it has 4 directions, 4 physics. This represents about sublime state of our mind, or the basis law of human being. The first one, kindness. Kindness, we should be kind to another life, right?
Correct.
And then number 2, compassion, a feeling on other suffering, right? And then number 3 is rejoicing in other good fortune. Rejoice. Don't be jealous to the other people. We should do glad. We should do happy for the other happy life. And then number 4 is equanimity. Like the 4 physics.
I love that. This is the most breathtaking thing I've ever seen.
Water wave is moving away from the sanctuary of truth. So there has I want to show you about aquatic creature are represent for ourselves. Right now we are swimming against in the social trend or the material wave.
Oh.
Yes, a very difficult time. Huh?
Yeah.
And now is we are swimming against the social trend to find the true meaning of our life inside the sanctuary of truth.
Wow.
You understand? Yeah, right?
Yes,
Okay.
it's deep.
Yeah, goosebumps.
Yeah.
About the first rule of our life, who are we? Like that. So actually, I want to show you about human equality also. No matter how rich you are, where you are from, and the religion you believe, everyone deserves same treat, same respect because all we are same. We shown by the great 4 elements: wind, fire, water, and the earth. Everybody composed with these 4 elements. Our life cycle are in the nature, beginning to the end. No matter how rich you are, or the rich or poor, beauty or not, everyone are, born in the nature and we grow in the nature. After that, when we done, we go back to the nature, beginning. Yes, our lives are emptiness. We say like this. Because when we born, we have nothing,
Correct.
right? Same
Correct. When we die.
we can take nothing again. Symbolize it like that. Okay, when we come and when we out, we have nothing. But just one, how did we live in our life and how did we do in our life for ourselves and for the other and for the society, good or bad, improve or just trying to the society. Just a little bit more than yeah, and then here has it, you can see about the full truth of our life. The full truth of our life is the great example of the people who
So much work.
As you guys can see in this video, the Sanctuary of Truth is massive. There's a story behind each and every piece. Jose and I were definitely thankful to have Dot along the journey to help explain each and everything we saw.
When it's not COVID time, you can actually do both. You can go through on a tour and then you can spend the rest of your time, however long you wish, wandering around, looking at things. It gets me kind of emotional because it definitely is a special building, a special place, a special country, a special way of thinking, and a special people. People say, why did you choose Thailand? It wasn't for the nightlife. There's a lot of nightlife that you hear about when you Google Pattaya. You're probably going to see that there's a lot of red light district. It is, the whole of it is essentially a red light district. But the way of thinking and the mentality of the people, the real people, one of the reasons that we decided to stay in that I decided to stay in Thailand was I was there walking around with my now significant other, and there was an old woman down a little back road. She waved us over. She said something to my missus, and she was sitting there on a blanket with this little lean-to, 4 sticks and a roof thing, and a little tiny pot of food. And she called us over because she wanted to sit down with us and to share her little last handful of rice that she had. And I got to thinking to myself, like, in America, somebody would shoot you for their last handful of rice. And here this lady is offering it up to us just for some good conversation and company. Like, it's a whole different way of thinking. Thailand was very beautiful to me for a long time. And then there's the people who are going to say, oh, well, why'd you leave? Why'd you go back to America? It wasn't a matter of wanting to. It was a matter of needing to. I was in a bad situation over there. For a long time, there was just hardship. I made a lot of dumb decisions with my company. I lost the company because of it. And then I was in a spot where I couldn't afford much. Couldn't even afford to just keep up with my visa over there. And so when you're on overstay, it's either you leave voluntarily and avoid getting kicked out forever, or you get caught and get kicked out for a lot longer than you do when you turn yourself in. So instead of doing that, when I had YouTube made everything better. When I had the ability to, I had to say goodbye to Thailand and do the right thing, turn myself in, let them know that, hey, I'm on an overstay of my visa. Apologize for it. And now I'm back here. I do have a little bit of a wait before I'm allowed to go back to Thailand because of it. But at the same time, I'm not banned forever. I didn't lose the place that I love forever. And that means the world to me.
of our life is that the purpose of our life, or how can we treat ourselves and with the others.
Oh my gosh, guys, I'm crying.
It'll do that to you. It will indeed.
Try to relate to that family of the parents. And if it don't care to them. After that, they take from them. Their family is the foundation of society. Very important. So this is the seventh truth of our life. Over there.
All right, we just finished the tour, and from my end, that was the most moving tour experience I've ever had in my life.
I'm speechless. I'm somebody that's very into, whether I'm not a religious person, but I'm very spiritual.
Whether you're religious or not, that place will make you think differently, especially when you learn every single thing that it has to offer. And that's impossible to do on one trip. That's impossible to do just wandering around by yourself. You definitely need a guide at first. But when you go through it, you're going to be just like them, religious or not.
And I love cathedrals and I love all of that. This is by far the most beautiful, inspiring place I've ever been. I mean, I still have goosebumps. They have not went away.
Tears were shed from both ends, just from hearing the truths that we should all live by, and believe it or not, you're living them right now.
The world's not kind of living them right now, and it's a tragic thing. Tragic.
This is just breathtaking. And to be surrounded by the sea. So
This is what you see along the way.
Goats. They look like little miniature. Not you though.
Most of the time, we really pay attention to this stuff on the way out.
Hey guys, what are you guys up to today?
Guys,
Eat it.
I think we have food.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Seriously, a brilliant little video about the Sanctuary of Truth from Will and Jose Travels. Get over, show them all the love. I'm already subbed up. I've already smashed the like, but I've done my part. You guys make sure you do your part. Go check out their other travels around the world if you enjoyed this. The link is right down inside the description to their channel and to the original Sanctuary of Truth video, should you want to watch it again without me balling up in front of you. Smash the like button if you liked it, the dislike button, but there's something wrong with you. Till the next one, I'm highly combustible. You guys be happy, healthy, safe. I love you to the moon and back. Peace.